Hello twin flames, and welcome to day 3 of the Divine Feminine Power series. So welcome Divine Feminines, we're here for you now, me and the angels and all of the collective energy watching over you from your loved ones in heaven, your spirit guides and your own power, your higher power and your connection with your higher self. So in this series we're using 4 decks of cards, 2 powerful cards from myself, the Divine Feminine Power Messages and the Divine Feminine The Silence. We're also using the Goddess cards and the amazing Divine Feminine Illumination by our soul sister and fellow Divine Feminine, Sandra. So let's do this then. Let's see what the energy is today. So this will empower you on your journey. It will help you to understand what's happening and what you're going through, especially when there's no communication or, you feel a little bit alone. So thank you for being here, sending you so much love. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe and join our family because we're here for you every day. So what's the energy, please, around this day? What's the power message, please, angels? What do we need to know? What's the illumination message? Wow. Coming out for a reason, I have to take them. Okay, so that's thinking, why there's only 2 of those cards? Look how many of those cards there are. What do we need to know today, please, angels? What's the energy? What's coming in? I feel this is going to be a powerful one today. What's the energy in the silence? What are we going through? Thank you, thank you. So we're going to start then. These are all jumping out here with the feminine silence cards. Then we're going to use the power messages, the illumination, and then the goddess cards, or I'm going to interlink them. So the first message is, I'm not as together as I seem. Now, this is very powerful because a lot of the time we put a front onto the world. As a divine feminine, we come across that we've got everything together. Even our masculine looks at us and think, wow, she seems to have, or he seems to have everything absolutely together. When really inside we're dying inside, or we're struggling, or we're going through fears or insecurities or doubt or pain. But to the outside world, especially people in the matrix, the 3D reality, it seems like we've got it all together. We're living in the light, we know what we want, we know who we are, but inside we may feel differently. So this is reminding you that your light is your power and your presence is your power too. You just being you, it does what you're meant to do, because you are a guide and an inspiration and a leader to others. So your masculine may be looking at you thinking, why do you want me? You can have anyone you want. And you're saying, I'm not as together as I seem. And that's because we struggle on this journey. And, we have to learn who we are. We've got, you are my reason to breathe. So you may be saying, I'm not as together as I seem. You're my reason to breathe. You're why I'm here. Sometimes we feel that way. We feel like without our twin, nothing makes sense, or what's the point? But we have to learn that there's so many more reasons to breathe. There's so many more blessings in our world. And we learn to look at the beauty around us, the beauty within us, and we realize who we actually are. And will you contact me? And sometimes when we're questioning things, we're wondering if they're going to contact us, if it's going to happen, when communication is going to come in. We're not as together as we seem. We may be going around our day, going to work, picking up the kids, spending time with people, doing the day-to-day jobs in the house, cooking the dinner. But inside, we may feel like we're falling apart, or, things are going wrong because we're waiting for contact. We're wanting them to show us how they feel. And we're thinking, what's the point? You may feel like you're just going round and round in circles in your mind, in your life, in your journey, in your situation. And what am I grateful for? So the answer, when we're struggling, when we're thinking, well, I may seem like I've got it together, but I actually haven't. Or, you may feel like they are the reason for you to get up in the morning and take that breath of air. Or you may be in, confusion or struggle because you don't know if or when they're going to contact you. Think of all the things to be grateful for. So this is the Divine Feminine talking to heaven, or talking to your own higher self, or connecting with what you need. And you're saying, what am I grateful for? Think. So some days we have to think a bit more about what we're grateful for. When we're having a good day, it's easy to find things we're grateful for. We find things to be grateful for around us. We look at the air and we're breathing it in and we feel life is magical. Sometimes that's when our twin is in contact with us and all is good. But when we're having those bad days, when there is no contact there, or we are struggling, or, we are feeling like we haven't quite got it together and we don't know what's next in our life, we have to, spend more time and pay more attention to the things that we are grateful for. So we have to think a little bit harder, or, look a little bit closer to find something to be grateful for. But the angels are reminding you that there's always something to be grateful for when we look for it. And we've got you matter, but so do I. So you're saying to your twin, and you realise this along the way, that they matter, but so do you. So this is also about realising that you matter too, that you have to put your own needs first and look after you and raise your own vibration. And it's very important that they do show you how they care, because you're saying to your masculine, you matter, but so do I. And sometimes our masculine makes us feel like we don't matter because they're being indifferent, because they're not responding, because they've walked away, or they're dealing with other things, or they just seem satisfied with what they've got. And you're saying, don't I matter? Do you even care? You matter, you're important to me, but I'm important too. So this is like you saying, have you forgotten me? And your masculine never forgets you. So you're being reminded of your own worth, to remember your power and to know your truth. And look at this, you deserve your love. And this is so beautiful. So when you're questioning if they're going to contact you, when you're kind of going over and over it in your mind, you are giving them energy. Okay, you are giving them focus and attention. And the angel's saying, wait a minute, you deserve your love. Trust that they will contact you. Trust that they can't forget you, because you are one and you live inside of each other. And when you feel like you don't matter, or, you're not important to them, this is when you deserve your love more than anything else. So all the beautiful love and all the beautiful energy and all the beautiful attention that you're giving and sending their way, start giving it back to you, because you deserve your love more than anyone else. And this is so powerful, because as I record this in real time, I shared a little short video this morning, and it was about this. It was about giving back to yourself to shine your light. And sometimes when we're in separation, it's happening so we can give love back to ourselves, to fill up our cup and to restore our energy tank, so we have more to give. When we feel depleted, we are being protected to heal ourselves. You're being reminded that you are a leader. And this is how you show yourself to others. This is exactly what I'm feeling, where you're saying, I'm not as together as I seem. People see you as a leader, but inside you may be struggling with something. The angels are reminding you of your power and your strength, that you are here to lead, to guide, to be an inspiration and to show the way. We've got peace. It says, by taking your focus away from the outside world and shifting it inwards, focusing on self-love and healing your life and letting go of all that no longer serves you, it will serve you. Okay? You are releasing burdens and gaining inner peace. So the angels are reminding you to be in the now. The now is where the power is. So when we take back our power and we move back into the now, we have peace within. And that allows us to feel at peace with our journey. Because again, what we do is we take the focus away from what isn't working or what we're stressing over, and we start focusing on the good. This is why gratitude will boost your mood and buoy your faith and bring in power. So put the shift back into yourself, or put the focus back into yourself. It says nature. So it's reminding you to go in nature. So really this message today is to remind you how to find your center, how to find peace, how to bring calm energy back into your day with gratitude, with peaceful energy, by going within and going into nature. It says, I am always going out in nature. So as we evolve on our spiritual path, we want to automatically spend more time in nature. When I was in the 3D reality, I never really cared about going outside, or I never really paid attention to it that much, how beautiful the world is. But when we are aware and awake, we notice that, because it's our connection with Source. My mum used to say, get in the garden more, Liz. Get in the garden, because when you're in the garden, you are the closest to God that you'll ever be. And that's the truth. When you're feeling the breeze and the weather, and you're noticing the sky and the clouds and everything moves so beautifully in nature. And it's reminding you of your power and who you are. As a divine feminine, you ensure, your health and your well-being through going out in nature. And do this as often as you possibly can to clear your head. And that will ground you, it will connect you with the angels and the natural world, and it will restore your divine feminine power. So the angels are saying to you, if you're struggling today, if you feel like, you don't matter, or you wonder when they're going to contact you, or you feel like you're falling apart, or you're going out of your head, go in nature. It will calm you down. Even just walking in nature for 5 minutes. Maybe walk to the shop instead of driving to the shop. Go sit in the garden for 5 minutes and center yourself. It will bring you back into the now, because the now is where the peace lives. We stress over the past we can't change, and we worry about the future that hasn't yet occurred. But when we are in the now, all is well. We've got divine timing. So when we're in nature and when we're feeling peaceful, it's because we are trusting in divine timing. It says, I am letting go and trusting in divine timing. And that's what this journey teaches to us along the way, that we can't put conditions on an unconditional love. And it can't be on our time. It has to be on God's time. We can't demand it or force it, because love does not demand its own way. Love is patient, love is kind, love is beautiful. And when you're thinking, will you contact me? When are you going to do this? We get stressed out. We go into anxiety because we want it to be now. And that's coming from the ego. So when we go in nature and we start giving back to ourselves, we realize it's all in divine timing. And if your masculine isn't contacting you now, it's because they're not ready to now, or they've maybe hurt you more now, and you are really being protected. It says the more you understand that the universe and the angels see the bigger picture and they know what is for your highest good, the more you can let go of expectation and wanting things now and trust in divine timing. When we want things now, it's very egotistical. It's like being a child. It's like when the child says, I want it now. I demand it now. Like this knock on the door. Okay, I demand it now. Just give me 1 second. It's so funny how everything happens in divine timing. That's what we're talking about. And the person who's just come to the door has given me a leaflet about tarmacking the pathway, and it's about smoothing the road and, smoother times ahead. And, because as well, it was like, give me a minute. We have to remember that everything is as it's meant to be. We can't get frustrated with this journey. Everything happens for a reason. We're always being guided. We're always being shown the way. So everything in your journey is in divine timing, and everything will show up for you at the exact moment that you need it. The exact moment. Your twin will return to you when he can give you exactly what you deserve. You don't deserve breadcrumbs on this journey. You deserve the whole loaf. So if it takes a bit longer for your masculine to be able to give that to you, surely that's worth waiting for. And that's the message coming through. We've got balance. Again, the way we balance ourselves is by being in the now, by calming our energy, by feeling at peace. I am maintaining balance in my life. The more you focus on ensuring that there is always balance in all areas of your life, the less you will think, speak, or act in extremes in everything you do. And it's only the ego that wants it now. It's like a child, demanding something. I want it now. Why can't I have it now? But the higher self knows that everything is for our higher good. And when we're given things in the right way, it will always be very healing to us. And it will feel good to us, and it will bring in what we need. We've got kindness. I am always practicing kindness. Being the beautiful soul that you are as a divine feminine, you are continuously here to spread needed love and kindness in the world. So your love and your kindness is needed. Your light is needed. There's a lot of darkness around right now. A lot of pain. A lot of struggle. A lot of hurt. And a lot of hurt people hurting other people. So our kindness is needed. not just as a feminine and a twin flame, but as a light worker, as an empath, as someone sharing a smile or giving some help when we can, or being a listening ear for someone. That's kindness. Genuinely wanting to help, genuinely wanting to listen, genuinely caring. It's unconditional. So really, kindness is unconditional. When we're kind and when we're loving and we do it from our heart, we don't expect anything back. Sometimes when we're in ego, we say something to our twin because we want a response, or we expect things to be a certain way. When we are just loving unconditionally, we don't need or want or desire anything back. And that's when it is always returned, because the universe blesses the selfless people. The universe blesses those with genuine hearts and genuine kindness and genuine love. The universe blesses those who are grateful for what they have, because the universe then wants to give us more. So remember your power. We've got trust, and this is all a journey of trust, learning to trust the twin, learning that your masculine will contact you at the exact right moment. Will you contact me? It's about trusting they will. Why? Because you are bound, you are meant to be, you are forever. So it's inevitable that they will return to you. So we learn to trust the universe, we learn to trust the love, we learn to trust in divine timing, and we learn to trust that they will find their way without us having to contact them or keep the conversation going. Let go and trust them to do what they were born to do, to be with you. The more you understand things and grow on your journey, the more you let go of the struggle and the need to control and the fear, and move more into a place of trusting in the loving guidance that you receive. So trust in the universe, the angels, and your spirit guides. And that's really who I'm connecting with when I first tapped in with the beginning of the reading. You have loved ones around you supporting you. Some of you have even got spirit animals around you. Whether they've walked the earth with you or they are around you, you're being guided. You're being shown the way that you are loved beyond measure, and there's nothing to fear. We've got believe. Believe. As you grow on your spiritual journey and you change your perception, you also grow to understand that for you to see, you have to believe first. And that's the truth. That's how the law of attraction works. We have to believe it to see it. When we ask and we believe, it is given. Okay? When we trust, it comes, it does. So it's about that knowingness that your journey is real. It's about believing in magic and miracles and the signs that you see. And that's why the angels will always show you signs, because it's your truth. And we've got growth. I am growing spiritually, and so is your twin. The more you pause and take a look at how far you have come on your journey, the more you realize the positive growth that has happened within you. Give yourself credit for it and gain the strength and determination to keep going forward. So in other words, be proud of how far you've come. Even 3 days in, you are realizing that. Look back at where you were and where you are. Look at how far you've come and what you've achieved, how stronger you are. More powerful, more connected with the divine, more in tune with your journey. Calmer now, more relaxed about things and your growth, because you're being more confident and more present in the present moment, in the now. And that's also connected with gratitude, with healing, with peace, and with nature. By letting go of worrying about the past that is gone and can't be changed, or the future there has not yet been, living your life in the present moment is where you are safe. It says, I am always focusing on the present. So the angels are asking you to be in the now, to feel at peace. Respect yourself enough to say, I deserve peace, and walk away from people or things that prevent you from attaining it. And this is really powerful, because when I was doing a Q&A once with these cards, the card, it really did that, So there's a big crease in it there. And this is reminding us that, we get creased, we get broken, we get hurt, we get torn in two. We go through a lot of pain and struggle on this journey, but we put ourselves back together with the power of heaven and the power of who we are. And we learn to respect ourselves. And we do walk away from anything not serving us, whether that's people, negative behaviour, things that just don't gel with our energy more, to find peace. It's a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. So what's really beautiful on this journey is that we find ourselves again. We learn to love ourselves. We become our own best friends. And we learn to give to ourselves all the things that we want to be given. And you are a rare and precious find. Your brilliance is reflected back to you when you're with your true match. So your twin is showing you, because they are your mirror, how amazing you actually are. And they are showing you that you are rare and beautiful through the fear you go through and how you learn self-worth. And I am naturally feminine, graceful and beautiful. So you are a natural feminine. You are naturally born that way. You are naturally being who you are, and the masculine loves you as you are. You don't have to try and be like anyone else. You don't have to dress up for them. They would love you no matter what, because you are their one. So this is you moving now into calmer waters, feeling more at peace, more in your power. So the whole message of today's number 3 reading, which is about faith, that's what 3 is. It's showing you that when you find peace on the journey, you find it within yourself. You go in nature, you remember who you are, you tap in with your power, and you know your truth, that you are a leader and you were born to shine. So don't worry about when they're going to contact you, if they're going to contact you, just know that they will. Because when you believe it, you will see it, and you will achieve it in your life, and it will bring magic in. And don't worry if, you are falling apart a little bit inside. You are a warrior, you are a leader, and you will get back up again. And the angels are there to guide you, to keep you strong. And everyone else thinks you've got it together. So you're doing something right because you're showing the world the truth. You know you are a warrior, you know you are safe, and you are protected. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.